One of my favorite moments in 2024, my most memorable moments, was visiting SICSA Animal Shelter in Dayton, Ohio. Now, they invited me to speak at their pet gala on May 10th, which I'll be there. And they received some hate because of it. These hate pages went over and said some pretty hateful comments to SICSA. And I wanted to read this response because I don't feel like I'm often very good with my words, you know? And I want to read this beautiful response to one of the hateful comments. This is from SICSA. Thank you for your review. For over 51 years, SICSA has proudly upheld a reputation for operating with the highest levels of integrity and morality. Our unwavering commitment extends to the animals in our care and the human and animal community we serve. Recently, we have received some messages expressing concerns regarding our decision to feature Lee Asher as a speaker at our upcoming gala. While these opinions represent a minority, we want to provide transparency into the reasoning behind our decision. In an era of advancing AI technology, verifying the accuracy of allegations made by individuals or groups has become increasingly challenging. To ensure our decisions are grounded in fact, SICSA exercised its rights under the Freedom of Information Act, requesting all relevant documentation about the Asher House from appropriate regulatory agencies in the state of Oregon. Our president and CEO carefully reviewed every page of the hundreds of documents provided. In our view, basing decisions on the unbiased findings of experts in regulatory and veterinary compliance offers the highest level of credibility. Reports show that all complaints submitted to state or federal agencies were thoroughly investigated, regardless of severity. Investigatory visits to the Asher House, conducted both announced and unannounced, granted investigators unrestricted access to the property. Investigatory visits to the Asher House, conducted both announced and unannounced, granted investigators unrestricted access to the property, all on-site records and staff. To date, these investigations have not sustained any allegations of abuse, mistreatment, or neglect. Only minor infractions requiring procedural adjustments were identified, which we've already made adjustments to. In December 2024, 3 SICSA staff members conducted an 18-hour first-hand visit to the Asher House, including an overnight stay in outbuildings on the property, not in Lee's personal residence. During this visit, staff observed nothing to indicate mistreatment of animals or personnel. On the contrary, their experience affirmed the sanctuary's compassionate and professional standards. It's also worth noting that neither Mr. Asher nor the Asher House are receiving compensation for his attendance at our gala. All funds raised will directly support the local community we serve. While we may not share the same perspective, we respect your dedication to the cause of animal welfare and appreciate your concerns. Thank you for allowing us the opportunity to address them. Now, guys, I just want you to know something. If you don't know what I did before I started the Asher House Sanctuary, I started the Asher House for me to be able to travel around the country and visit as many animal shelters as possible and show people all of the amazing dogs that were available for adoption and take people inside of animal shelters. And I got to see the best of the best and the worst of the worst. And in all my years, I want you to know, I have never seen a more beautiful animal shelter than SICSA in Dayton, Ohio. I could not believe my eyes. I have never seen anything like it. And to hear people try to send them any sort of negative vibrations, any sort of hate whatsoever, solely for asking me to speak there for free, to raise awareness and to help their shelter, is so disturbing. So I ask you, to the Asher House community, A, thank you for not being like them. That's the best thing you could do, is don't be like that. But B, please go support SICSA. It is the best shelter I have ever seen in my life. The most amazing people, and they need our support. They could use it. And I'm going to be speaking at the Pet Gala at SICSA. You can go to their website, SICSA.org, for tickets. It's May 10th. I am so excited to see it, to be there. This is my first pet gala ever, so I'm very excited. Sarah will be joining me and a couple of our pups. I very much look forward to it. SICSA, I love you. We got your back. You are family. You are a part of the Asher House community, and we love you. And I am so excited to see you all on May 10th. Again, you can get tickets at SICSA.org. Bye and have a beautiful day. Thank you. Come on, guys. Hey, everyone. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Today is rescue. No, I'm just kidding. I wish it was. I really wish it was. I am in Dayton, Ohio, a few hours before my speaking engagement tonight. And we are almost at the SICSA Animal Shelter in Dayton, Ohio. I cannot wait to see all of the amazing adoptable dogs. Hopefully the Asher House community can come together and help get some of these dogs adopted. I know some of them have been there for a really long time. And I'm also very excited to meet their amazing team. Well, I'm just pulling up. What a beautiful facility. Beautiful. Wow. This is gorgeous. That's a beautiful building. And their outside kennel areas look unbelievable. I'm so excited. Let's go.
Nice to meet you.
How are you doing?
I love this.
So cool.
It's incredible.
They have another one of those. So cool. Oh my gosh. They have 2 cat behaviorists.
Wow.
Yeah. And they also help the public when people call in just for questions about their cats, questions about their dogs. They answer 7,000 calls a year.
Wow.
Incredible, right? And when did this one open?
This building or the organization? The organization is 50 years this year. This building we moved into in 2020.
2020?
We built it.
Look at this. Oh my gosh.
This is the Humane Education Center, so when we host student groups and things
Oh,
like that,
cool.
we take them in there. Sometimes we do like cold weather cat shelter classes
Yeah.
and all that kind of
Wow.
stuff. That all happens in there.
Wonderful.
That's amazing.
We have 4 veterinarians on staff.
Dude.
Oh my gosh.
We'll do about 9,000 surgeries a year here. We have 2 wellness rooms, so in addition,
Goosebumps.
Yeah.
Cool.
Dr. Lloyd, who I don't think is here today, she does between 40 and 50 spay neuters a day.
A day?
A day.
Snip, snip.
Yep.
Snip and go. Snip and go. My gosh.
This is Dr. Joyce Voss. She's
Hi.
our medical director.
Hey, Emily. Pleasure to meet you.
Great to meet you.
It's great to meet you as well.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
We got puppy breath still.
Those are so
We'll let you
sweet.
know or later today. We've got some stuff for y'all to pick up.
Oh, thank you. It's incredible.
It's incredible. I mean, it's really just incredible.
We have a lot going on in the middle here, you know, areas.
Wow.
So we have
That's what I'm talking
the
about.
laundry room here.
Nice.
I can tell you the exact number of loads that we do, but it's a lot. So these are industrial sized washer dryers.
Yeah. We have one, not this, we have the smaller ones.
I want to say it's somewhere around 300 loads of laundry a week, something like that.
Wow.
Every single towel, blanket, toy, leash, everything gets washed
That is
between
great.
dogs.
We have access to what I would say is cutting edge technology. We can get blood work results in 20 minutes. You know, the vet that I used to go to before I started working here, it's days, right?
Yeah.
And so we can generally deliver news regarding blood panels.
Well, you're changing the perception. I think a lot of times when you hear about a shelter, right, especially, you hear about a shelter and you first think sadness or messy or really loud. So that's the first thing when you see this place, you're like, okay, well, that's not this. And then when you hear about a hospital in a shelter, a veterinary clinic in a shelter, this is the last thing I think anyone would expect. You know, I mean, you're really showing what's possible. Like, that's really what this place is doing. It's so much bigger than the animals you're saving here. What you could do to inspire other places, you know, you're setting a new standard. you know, which is really huge.
You can practice quality medicine
Right.
in a shelter setting.
Exactly. And it also is so good for morale. You know,
Yeah.
shelter workers, when the environment is such a struggle, it's obviously even more of a struggle for the shelter workers to come to work. This is such a different environment, such a healthier environment to be in, to work, and of course to operate. I mean, it's just awesome.
Our newest person has been here a year and a half.
Amazing.
And we have people here, Beth has been here about 15, 16 years or something. Wow. Started when she was
19.
19 years?
She was that
Oh,
was
there's
actually an
Bethany.
employee. I started as a volunteer when I was 13.
Were you born here?
How long? And so the community was extremely supportive of this endeavor.
That's awesome. These are amazing.
It's all out here.
We saw these when we drove in.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Is he out here already?
Yep.
Yeah. So he actually has some aggression behavioral traits. I
Towards
will say.
dogs or people?
Both. I'll let Vanley hear. Vanley is our.
Vanley's our dog behavior coordinator.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm Lee.
So,
Nice to meet you.
you too. Yeah, I'm the dog behavior coordinator.
You want to stand here so there's something?
So I work a lot with timber and all the dogs here. We have him over in that yard with some ACT, so our staff members that work with him. For him, he's just reactive to other dogs and then to people if you stare at him, get in his face. So we'll have him go in there, but there is a bench for you to just sit on and be able to talk to kids and play with him. That way he's just not getting amped up.
You got it. What kind of dog is he?
He's Walker, Tree Coonhound, and Australian Shepherd.
Awesome.
Like 50 per 50.
Cool. I look forward to meeting him.
Thank you.
Is he available for adoption?
He is. He's been with us almost 3 years now, over 1,000 days. So that's why we wanted really to be with him. He's currently our longest.
Oh, this is good treats.
It's the good stuff.
Wow. You hungry? This is good. Timber.
He does a lot of play groups out here, so he's probably looking for a dog friend right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then one of his triggers is eye contact, so if he does look at you, just look away.
Okay.
It's what stresses him out the most.
Okay. Obviously, it will take a very special person to adopt this dog, someone with a lot of training, experience, and patience. He's been here for 1,000 days. And obviously, I want to keep him. I think he's great. This is really, really a special dog. It looks like a huge beagle.
Yeah.
What a sweetheart. Really cool. Ooh, the puppies. Wow. Oh my god.
So this is actually a new one. We have different kind of signs on there. So the white means they kind of don't know.
Awesome.
We don't have to recognize their behavior.
Oh my god. That is so cool.
Is this one of the puppies?
We have Happy here and we have Dopey down here.
So cute.
Yeah, there were before. Sky is such a sweet dog. I actually had her in my office yesterday.
Awesome.
Cute. Hi. Hi. Just Dopey. There's
Dopey?
Happy and Dopey.
They're related?
Yeah, Happy.
Hi.
They were from the
Hi.
same,
Oh, good.
the
Hi.
same litter, yeah.
Hi, baby.
So
Oh my gosh.
then Uncle Dan too is a great,
Uncle
great
Dan.
one.
Hi.
This is Uncle Dan here. So.
Yeah.
I know, but look at this puppy.
I think we'll
Hi. Oh, looks like
run
Brutus.
this way out.
Oh, wow.
How we connect over.
My brother. This is your dad. You go mean dad. You go mean dad.
Yeah, he's one of our.
So cute.
Oh my gosh, look at those puppies.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. So cute. Oh, you're so cute.
Where so the dogs don't see each other across the way, so they have their own space and not get stressed out with each
How
other.
are you? How are
Were
you?
the people who built the building build these kennels? Who built these kennels?
So we had the building was built, and this was all constructed locally by a company in Conger, CONGER, with product recommended by the architect.
So Sammy here. Sammy, come here. Hi. This one actually came in from the hurricane.
Oh,
and
really?
he had
Sammy!
a
You can do it!
A little makeshift cast on his
Come on! Oh, yay! Hey!
He's doing better now.
From Asheville? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
He was one of our little transfers.
Hi.
He's so
Oh my
sweet.
gosh.
How you doing?
He's a good one.
Hi. You like Sarah? Hi. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Look at you. Oh,
There,
Oh,
my
nuggets.
gosh.
You're the attention.
You're so
hog,
cute. What cool coloring.
They're really cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing.
Each dog gets 3 walks per start playthrough with a couple of them in that yard we were just in.
Oh, fun.
So this is what we call Pup Town. There's rooms down there where you can bring in for adoption, and then we actually use these 2 here for dogs that are not as good in the kennel but need a little more space. Or
Nice.
maybe they're a little larger and they just get stressed out in the kennel. Here. There's Timber right back in.
Oh, there's Timber without his thingy on. Oh.
And we actually consider a business part of his if you want.
Stop.
We make this to try to get some visibility
Crashing
for
and kick
them.
and solving a good puzzle. That is so. I love it.
This dog.
Oh. Hi. Look at you. Look at you.
A little
Oh
here
my
for
goodness.
other dogs. Other dogs. I'll have to
He
confirm
doesn't
that
get
with
along?
family. Yeah.
Scared of them or? Sarah.
Hank?
Oh
Hank
my
has some dog
gosh.
reaction.
Yeah.
Hi.
I want him so bad.
Beauty.
Oh.
Oh man.
He's the coolest looking dog. Hi.
He doesn't get along well with other dogs?
I'm gonna go ask Van.
Yeah, we could.
Yep.
He's a cutie.
Oh my
So
god.
His
cute.
eyes get
I
big.
know. Oh.
I know. I know, Dad. I really want him.
Hi.
You can let him off. Thanks.
Oh my gosh, you're so fast. You're so fast.
I love him. Hi, Hank.
Everybody.
He's a hi.
He's like,
Come see me. Come see me. Hi. You're so cute.
I want him.
Okay.
Yeah?
What? Hi.
That's Sarah? I love you so much. Dude, you're so... Did you get that toy? Who's got that toy? Why is that not your toy? Why is that not your toy? That's not appropriate, right? That's gotta be your toy. Let's go get your toy. Come on.
It's between that, we work with Artemis Center for that, but then we also work with people who are experiencing homelessness, or if they are having a medical procedure done that they just need some temporary care for their pet. Our hope is that they will be reunited at the end of that stay and be able to, get their own pet back to help with the healing process, no matter what they're going through.
Wow.
We have a 90% reunification rate right now for that program. And
Wow.
we're actually working with a cancer organization that is trying to get more veterans to accept medical care. And one of the barriers that they identified was especially single veterans, men generally more than women. They are they're delaying and in some cases refusing life-saving medical treatment because there's no plan for their pet. So we're partnered, that's our newest partnership. We're newly partnered with them to say, okay, you need to go for chemo, you need to go do whatever you need to do. Let us foster your pet for you. It goes into a home, it doesn't come to the shelter. It gets all the same vetting, all the same medical care that all of our shelter pets do. And then, 6 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever that time period is, then when you're well, you can be reunited with your pet.
Wow.
And this is all done through fosters?
The Safe Pets program is all done through fosters, and
Which are volunteer-based.
which are volunteer-based, and part of that is born out of the fact that the public knows about SICSA. So if a batterer, if a woman is trying to escape a violent situation, we don't want the pet here because we don't want somebody coming here to try to claim the pet. We don't want somebody trying to come here to harass the staff. So all of our Safe Pets, specifically the ones for our domestic violence situations, go to SOC.
Incredible.
And it's all done under anonymity.
That is so smart. Wow.
And we have a 24-hour intake rule on that. Like when Artemis calls us, to the very best of our abilities, within 24 hours, we will take that pet because it's imminent, right? Harm, death, whatever is the case in that moment when they call us is imminent. They have to get that person out.
Yeah.
And 50% of women will not leave if there's not a plan for their pet. A quarter of them will return because of a pet. So we try to remove that barrier to try to get them the help they need.
Amazing. Can we pause it for a second? If I can just say something real quick, sorry to take up a second of your time. Before I started the Asher House Sanctuary, the way I kind of started my career is I was living in an RV, and I traveled the entire country, every state except Hawaii and all of Canada. And the reason I did that is to show people all the amazing dogs that were inside of animal shelters. And almost every 3 days, I went to visit a different animal shelter. So I've been to a lot. And I say this without hesitation. I've never seen a facility like this in my life. From the people here, which really make it so wonderful, but to the detail of what you do to protect the animals from sickness, the kennels, the veterinarian, the hospital. I say this with love, I don't know what you have to compare it to, but I have a lot to compare it to. And this is as good as it gets. This is so wonderful. And every single person I met today, every single person that I met, I could feel your heart. You are such an amazing group of people. And I'm so, so proud of this group because the animal rescue community needs people like you. It is filled with unfortunate people who aren't like you. And this is like the next level of a facility, of a team. I mean, and it really stems from the top. Like, you guys are just so incredible and inspiring.
I'm leaving here today better because of you, and I just wanted to say thank you for that.
Thank you for